Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back on the pay-to-win account. Again, as you can see, since Tuesday we've amassed about 30,000 diamonds, so had a ton of diamonds that we actually got over this week. Quite a few more of our tier stones. What's going on, guys? It is Sunday for our stream. Abysmal Expedition is up and running finally after the little snafu with it. So a couple things we want to focus on today is, of course, I believe Arthur were able to get 25-44. Trying to finish out 25, get into chapter 26. We're about, I think about 2 months, 2.5 months into this account. So we'll do quite a few summons. Looking overall at the team, we're still running the Iran Tassie Leica combo with Sophia, which we haven't really used Sophia very much. What's going on to everybody? So here we're still building light bearers. Cecilia was very, very pivotal in the Abysmal Expedition last time we used her, so still continuing to need more copies of her, as well as up here with, of course, Rose. Maulers, we have a lot of copies of Nemitsu, which is good. I'm still looking to build Titus. Skarath, I have still not built on any account. I have not built him. The Abysmal, yeah, the Abysmal, because a lot of people hate it, but it is the Abyssal Expedition. But here we do have a plus 30 already on Iran Tassie Leica. We did not build Namora, which Namora I want to build. Solus we're looking at as well. On here, of course, we did get super, super lucky with Damon, so we continue to build him. We already have Taylene up to Mythic, which we do have another copy of her. Twins is who we're going to Stargaze for today. So we're going to go ahead. Yeah, I checked out his skills a little bit, which is similar to the video I put up a little bit earlier. If you guys haven't seen, his skills are up for, I think it's Ezo. Ezo skills are up. So we'll actually be covering that a little bit later. But it's funny because in Soul Hunters, his skills kind of transmuted over to here. So just kind of recycled the skills that they have. To bring him here, which he does have the same 4 skills that he has in Soul Hunters, so pretty interesting. What's going on, Bloody Star? So like I said, we're going to go ahead and look at our Stargazer here because we are going to drop Taylene out because remember, she is Mythic. The logic behind it is if you have Taylene at Mythic and you have her signature item, it is better, especially earlier in the game, to go ahead and swap in the twins because of the utility that the twins bring. Without having the twins to Mythic, their survivability is not very high. So as you continue to push progression in the game, you have to have the twins with their signature item or they'll just die. So a lot of times all that you'll see is when you go into a battle, when Saurus is continuing to do more damage, Taylene's doing damage, a couple other heroes, the twins will literally just fall over just because you don't have enough to survive. Overall, we got 60 cards. Remember, we bought 20 cards last time, but pushing the towers, we have 60 more cards. So we have Mahira at Mythic. We have Taylene at Mythic. We want to get the twins up to Mythic is what we're looking for. So I'm hoping with 60 cards, we can pull 1 or 2 more copies. What's going on, Manuel? Or Manuel? Which packs do I usually buy? Usually the promo packs. I don't really stick to the shop itself, but let's go ahead and we'll get into the Stargazer. We have 60 cards here, which 40 of them are from the towers. First pull, nothing really out of that one. Hoping to pull at least 1 copy, hopefully 2 copies would be nice. A couple more there. And this is why a lot of people say the Stargazer is not worth it, is the cards are super, super expensive. But short of getting the twins, this is really the only method to go ahead and pick them up. There's our first copy. That will take him to Legendary. So we do need 2 more copies. We have 20 more cards, so it's going to be really close. But we got 3 out of the last event. We were shooting for 4, but we only got 3 copies. So we need 2 more, and that will take him actually to Legendary Plus, and then more to take him to Mythic. So still got a lot of work to do here on the twins. Which again, not much out of there, not even any cards. Our final pull here, which is, oh, we only got 1 copy. That's okay, so 60 cards, 1 copy, which equates to, I believe, what, 30,000 diamonds right there? So that is a lot. Will you finish Taylene first or Mahira? I'll go with Taylene just for the utility. But twins is who we wanted to get up to legendary, as we can see there. Finally have them up to legendary. Having the twins at mythic. Mythic is, as you're pushing progression further and further, having them at mythic, their signature item increases their survivability a ton. One copy minimum, very minimum. But you'll see as you continue to push progression and as you're doing more damage, your heroes will just literally fall over. The twins will fall over. They'll die super, super quick, super, super easy. As you see from when they reset the Abyssal, we have 71 scrolls, 33 faction scrolls, 127 of our companion points, and almost 30,000 diamonds, which we would have over 30,000 right now. Not sure if we have any sitting in here. All of these we want to utilize too because we're far enough in progression that we can use these, and we're continuing to build levels to all of these heroes. We need more food, we need more levels. So what I did, and I'll show you before we do our summons, right here, we went through the wish list. I took out the heroes that I have ascended. So the big reason for taking out heroes that you already have ascended versus adding stars is, of course, the stat boost. So going from Mythic Plus to Ascended, you add a 20% boost, which is huge. Adding stars is roughly 2.5%. Have a good day, Minty. 2.5%, but also the other thing that you want to look at is the field of stars. So as you continue to unlock more heroes, which we just have 10 right now, you will unlock more hero choice packs, which is another thing we want to. Plus, when you look at overall with the furniture bonus in the Oak Inn or the Whale Inn, the more that you have unlocked, the more characters you're going to have able to put in there to get more furniture for more heroes or be able to use them. So very, very cool. Is celerity or substance to 25 first? I would go for the substance, the support tree when you're looking here in the elder tree, which we got 4 for the twins. I kind of focus between these 3 because these are the 3 that we're really focused on. Depending where you're at and depending what you're doing in the Abyssal Expedition, which we'll get into in a little bit. Twins level 1. Yeah, I haven't dropped them in here because I've actually just been marking them. So there they are at 264. Hoping we can pull some Celestials or some Hypogeans. But looking at my current team, I was trying to decide who we want to continue to build because we have 3 more choice heroes here. Damon is not going to be the priority. I was thinking Drez, just for the fact that a lot of people have said that he replaces Warwick when it comes to the defensive debuffs. So when you're in the bosses to reduce the defense of the enemy, Warwick has always been used. Now a lot of people are saying Drez is similar to Warwick, but he is doing way, way more damage. What about focusing with the same level on the tree? Not sure exactly what you mean, Ariel. Which there, Javid is always a huge, huge point to free-to-play player that knows the game really, really well. Why not Damon? And here, because we already have him ascended. So I don't want to continue just to add stars to him to pull more. We can pull him out of possible other summoning points to focus on another hero trying to get him to ascended. Even here, I like the Poe coins, still trying to build the furniture. This is what I just got out of the Abyssal Expedition today. We have 9 summons here, so we've been working a lot of elite hero stones, which is good. So let's see how we do here. Got another copy of Iran, which is awesome. Kalthar, I do not use. Shamira and Nara. Nara we already have, I believe, at 1 stars. Isabella we're building. Rose we can use. So that's a pretty good pull. Yeah, I know Skaras Furniture, but there's so many different, just so many different heroes to focus on, honestly, at this point, because we are still only 2 months into this account. Even there are a lot of rare cards. So we'll go ahead and we will auto-ascend, which we get Shamira, we get Isabella, get another copy of Rose, which that might be enough for Rose. Let's take a quick look here. Which I believe that will do it for Rose. All right, so Rosaline to Ascended, which is awesome. I dropped Belinda and Gwen out of the wish list as well. just because if you look here, I have 3 copies of both of them already at Elite. So we have more than enough. So here we'll drop Rose out as well, which again, going to Ascended, we already have Lucius. Falks, we need 2 more copies of. Rowan, we have Ascended. Rigby, we're not really building. So a lot of heroes. Like I said, this hero choice, I'm kind of torn with the hero choice, but let's go ahead and get into the summons. What team do I use for lab runs on my main account? Light Bearers. I use all Light Bearers on my main account. I've always used Light Bearers, and they just burn right through it the whole entire time. So companion summons, just a couple rares there. But let's go ahead and get into our regular summons. 71 scrolls, 30,000 diamonds. All right, so hopefully we can do some good pulls here. It's funny, when I do the viewer summons, I summon really, really well. When I summon on my own account, usually not too well, which there's our first elite, which is a copy of Gorvo. Still looking to build Gorvo. He's another hero. Between 8 accounts, I do not have Gorvo built on any of the accounts. What's going on, Elizabeth? And a second elite right there, which is Titus. Titus is another one. So Gorvo, Titus, Scarath, never seen Ascended on any of my accounts, even though we've had them kind of built or waiting to be built for a extended amount of time. We have a lot of heroes that we do need to build here, just waiting for food. Because even between these two, I'm going to go ahead and use food to work on Gwen. If you guys haven't seen, Gwen has been really, really strong in the Abyssal Expedition as well. And some of the stages because of her overall damage. Which a double right there. Copy of Taylene. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Taylene. That copy will take her to Mythic Plus. And a copy of Inoki. Alright, so that's good. So a couple more summons here. Alright, 5 more rares. Is Flora worth building? Anyone who has her built, let me know. A lot of people have said kind of either or. Taylene, there she is. But Flora, I've heard she is good, but she's very situational. Just like Orthos, just like a couple heroes. You have to build her a team for her, essentially. But that takes her to Mythic Plus. There we go, continuing to build Taylene. So we still have 30,000 gems. We have a card on the table. Not sure even what faction we're going to use our faction scrolls on at this point. There's a tier list for... Yeah, always, always. 20 is kind of the stop point for a lot of heroes, which another elite right there, which is Inoki. That's double Inoki. Inoki in the Mauler account is super, super powerful. Yeah, Aziz is the other one that is really important, but Aziz I'm buying out of the shop. So there's kind of a priority when it comes to Celestials and the Hypogean heroes, which Taylene's kind of the priority, taking them to Mythic, then the Twins. Then I would say probably Aziz over Mahira, just because of the utility he brings. Which another elite right there. Maybe we'll get lucky. It is a copy of Scarath. Look at that. I think that might be enough. We might need one more Scarath. I do need diamonds for the hero's choice, but we get quite a bit. Even when we finish out this stage, we'll have a lot more, which I might just buy a little bit more room in the bag. I know I have a lot of heroes. So actually buy just a little bit more so we don't have to just keep going back and forth. So I know I have a lot of heroes to build, and I have a lot more heroes to come because we have a lot of diamonds here. All right, another double. Look at that. Could be Taylene again. It is Thorin and Shamira. Definitely take either of those. Thorin Cheese, I still cannot do. I know a lot of people rely on the Thorin Cheese for a lot of stages, but another elite. So we're getting pretty lucky here. Just copy of Lorzen. So we got a couple more summons. 5 more rares on that one. Another elite. So we're pulling a lot of cards here, which is Satrana. As you can see through all of our summons, just unlocking her right there. We'll pick up her diamonds. And then Drez, I believe we don't have unlocked either. But since her rework on my main account, I have her at Ascended. She does really, really well. They kind of changed her abilities around with her rework, which gave her the survivability she actually needed. All right, so that'll do it for the diamond summons. We have 2 cards here, 20 more red chests, which is what we wanted. All right, so here I'm thinking overall, let's go with Light Bearers. Graveborn, we have Damon, we have Nara. Here we already have Lucius and Rowan Ascended. Wilders we've been summoning more than anything, which I might stick with Wilders for the faction cards. So there's a copy of Estrilda. I just put her in the wish list today, so we can continue to build her. And a lot of the heroes like Estrilda are situational to some of the stages. It is kind of what I've seen. All right, so a couple more. We have Estrilda, we have Thorn, we have Lorzen. So we'll go through the factions. We'll see who we want to build. And I believe we do also have, finally got to the point of unlocking these. This is what I wanted. Emblem choice, anytime that you can get these, especially with the lab coin, pick them up. They are kind of the stopping point. Between Essence and Red Chests are kind of the two. We do want to pick up Arthur for the simple fact that I believe that will complete him. There he is. Boom. So now we have Nakaruru and we have Arthur already built. So we do have both of those, which is awesome to see. He is so very powerful. Absolutely love him on my main account. So we'll continue to build him as well. Not sure exactly who I'm going to pair him with right now. All right, now we got our faction, which I'm not going to do Maulers. I'm actually going to stick with, I think I'm going to stick with Wilders. There's a couple more heroes that I want out of there, but Graveborn, we'll go Graveborn. Why not? All right, who's a better pick, Hendrik or Belinda? Out of it, that's tough, Lord Dree, because they're 200% different classes. Hendrik partners really, really well with Gwen. There's our elite. Hendrik partners really well with Gwen, where it seems Lucius does a lot better with Belinda. And Belinda doesn't really work very well unless you're running her with Rose, is what I've kind of seen from experience. It just takes a while for her to ult, but when she does ult, super, super powerful ult, which is good. Yeah, Arthur is good for a tank too. A couple more emblems there. All right, so that'll do it for the summons. We got pretty lucky. We got the twins up. Resonating Crystal, we can continue to level this thing up as far as we can. I'm hoping to add a couple more levels here, 265. Gwen, Rowan, Leica, Cecilia, and Lucius. Yeah, I mean, that team would work between both of them. Yeah, Nakaruru is definitely worth Elizabeth free to play. She is very, very cool. Very good hero. Using her on my main account and using her actually a lot in the Abyssal Expedition. So in there, between her stuns, are able to lock down heroes way, way stronger than her because of her abilities. She can lock out teams, which again, here we're just short on Essence, but 269 already, which is crazy because my faction accounts are 8 months old. This one's 2. And we're almost on the same level. So just kind of to put it in perspective with the pay to win account. Remember, anything we get in super chats, anything we get in YouTube revenue from these videos, anything that I put into the account is how we build this, how we really progress it. But I think we might have a couple more stones here. Oaken Inn. All right. So here we have 20,000 Poe coins. So Poe coins we have been saving quite a bit. In the workshop, we're focusing on our primary team, which we have here. Damon is a good one. Isolde's a strong one. Mihira, Taylene, Aziz, even though he's low, and the twins, 2 very, very powerful heroes to build furniture for. And this account, we're going at endgame. We're looking at endgame. So we do have our Wilder team. We do have our Lockout team that we're continuing to build very, very quickly. Even my account, I've been playing this since it came out. And I'm even getting closer to the main account as far as progression and everything. All right, so there's our red little twinkle, which double red. Look at that. One for Leica, one for the twins. Very nice. Double red furniture there. All right, couple legendaries. Another little red twinkle. It is a copy for Sophia. Sophia, we already have her 3-piece bonus. So we're kind of going back and forth with who we want to build. Pharrell, definitely we need to build him just like a lot of other heroes. Overall, there's so many heroes to really build is kind of where we're stuck. What's going on, Sam? I did a lot better on Sam's account doing the summons than I did on my account, which is normal. Like I said, I don't do the best summons on my own account. I can do viewer summons and we just absolutely destroy it. But then when I look at do viewer summons, again, I do really, really well with the summons overall. Little bit of accuracy and dodge down, but look at the attack speed and crit amplification. Attack up quite a bit from 11.8. And I haven't went through and mapped all this out and everything. Does Naruru and Iran synergize? I run them two together. They seem to do really well together. And I use Nakaruru kind of as a tank. I know she is an agility hero, but I have ran her a lot kind of as a tank. Accuracy up, crit amplification up. And I'm just going straight on Lilith, what we need to place in here, just auto placing. Which I believe that is about, we have Nara, we have Saurus. Just a couple more just beefing up his attack. All right, so I know we still have a red card in the Oaken Inn. But Tassie, we have quite a bit because she has a lot of the furniture for other heroes, which for the twins and for Taylene at this point. So overall, we already have 14 red pieces. So continuing to build it there, we want to push progression. I want to finish out 25. We do have Arthur. We're going to have to figure out what hero we are going to pair him with, which I think it's going to be Iran. And the big thing, what's going on, Bunny? Red cards you should save. Yeah, and I can keep them in there. Iran and Arthur, if you guys don't know, they really don't go well together because when Iran pulls the heroes in, Arthur turns around. He turns his aura around, so they're actually not behind him. I found that out on my main account when I was kind of testing it out. Some of the whales on Discord say you should save red cards. Yeah, and we can bank a lot of the red cards. I'm not sure exactly. I know like Taylene, but if it's an 8 of 9 or a 9 of 9, saving the red cards. Good point, Bunny. To go ahead and save those to finish out furniture. We're probably weeks or months out to finishing furniture. So it might take a while to get there, but we will definitely get there. I got to see where all my gear is on these heroes. We have a lot of T1 stones. Iran is already completed. So continuing to build Taylene. Taylene, we do have enough to take her signature item all the way up to plus 20. Could you make a furniture tier list? We did cover it a little bit. We covered the tier list that was put out by White Sushi. So White Sushi, if you guys don't know, and if you guys haven't joined Reddit, White Sushi puts out guides on pretty much everything, and a majority of his information is always just spot on for the most part. When you look at the furniture tier list, when you look at the signature item tier list, the hero tier list, he puts out a ton of content that we have covered some of it in the past about what is the best. And as they continue to add more pieces, he's went through and updated some of it. But we're going to continue here to build Taylene. Because remember, overall, Taylene's plus 30 signature item is super, super powerful. So we'll continue this. We have 77 red chests. So this is going to be our focus. Once we hit plus 30 with Taylene, the next focus is going to drop to Rowan, which we already have at plus 20. We have a lot of heroes that are at the plus 20 mark, but we will continue to build Taylene. Yeah, White Sushi is the father of all AFK. He does a lot of breakdown, a lot of information, just a lot of strategies overall for a ton of the heroes. So we have Iran. Like I said, we've been running this team. I've had Saurus tanking quite a bit. And Saurus is almost maxed out too. We should actually buy a couple more. I wonder if we have 60 more here. I'm not sure how many we need to finish out Saurus as well. Could have probably finished out Saurus, or actually only added one level to him, but Taylene is a priority. So 25-44 is where we're at right now. With the team, we were running Taylene last time to really help us out. White Sushi does not have a YouTube channel, and he says he will not do YouTube. So overall, no, he doesn't have anything right now. He just sticks to Reddit, and it is just all primarily on Reddit for White Sushi. So I'm thinking here if we do Taylene, which again, her gear is not very ideal, but I'm thinking running Iran with Leica. That way we have that combination with Taylene and Rowan for the combination to see, and probably Tassie. So running these few heroes is what I'm thinking. How many accounts do you run, and how do you do the lab on them? Every account, if you've seen, I do run 8 accounts. 7 that I run actively, 1 that I have that's just actually stockpiling everything. I run the lab with the teams that I have. The faction accounts are all run with essentially faction accounts. Here we were running Damon. We're trying, this combination was tough. Anytime that we fight, Maulers are just super, super tough. We had Damon tanking. I'm going to try this combination. We'll give it a couple tries, and then we'll go. Yeah, this is not the main account. This is the account that I actually built to go ahead and try out this team. So the Iran Leica combo, as you can see, still getting completely destroyed in this team comp. We're going to definitely have to try it out because Taylene is usually not in this comp. And again, our gear is so far behind where it needs to be. Yeah, I know. And the reason the camera is a little off focus is it's super bright behind me. If I have it front facing, which this is my main screen, this is kind of the other screen, it is super bright. You can't see anything at all. Literally nothing. It just has a big shine. Even messed with all the settings on the camera, changed a lot of stuff out. Still couldn't get anything with the camera. Try to CC Sophia. Yeah, we've tried a lot. So last time we tried Nara a couple times. We tried even taking out Tassie, taking out Leica. You get Nara the Sophia. Yeah, let's swap it out. We'll try it a couple more times. We tried it a couple times with Damon. But again, Iran's not going to work in this one just because he is going to get absolutely destroyed. And that's why last time we were trying to pop in Damon to try to hold them off a little bit. But if Iran is going to die this quick, it is not going to... It's not going to work if Iran's just pulling in everyone. So that's why we were trying last time, was swapping the team this way. Yeah, and we tried it a lot from the top, was the other way. If you remember, there were 5 players stuck at this stage. So it is definitely something with this stage that we've been kind of stuck, because even Savius here, he is just destroying. Even their Taylene is one single hit. We can even swap out the gear here, see if that'll really make a big difference. Probably not that big of a difference. We even tried, we tried Rowan tanking last time. This method, we tried a couple different ways, even with Taylene a little bit higher, is he has a tendency to die. Iran, even fully geared, was just literally dying just like that. So 1 hit, 2 hits. Hey, try this. This is what I use. What do you got, Bunny? So Lucius. Let me try the formation. So we got Lucius, which is good. Sometimes if we can pop his shield early, it's good. Let Namora charm Sophia. Namora we don't have. Lucius, Brutus, Belinda, Fawkes, and Rose. Brutus we don't have either. Yeah, so looking at that, Bunny. Welcome, Gabriel. Thanks for supporting the channel. Belinda, same thing. Belinda we really don't have. Yeah, Belinda not really either. Fawkes we don't have either. So Bunny, I don't, as much as I like the formation, definitely not going to work. But I was just thinking, let's go and see who we can build. Yeah, and that's why even with this team is we were adding a tank. So whether it be Damon, whether it be Lucius, to try to hold Brutus. So with Iran can't pull in, Screg. So we can pull in these two, and hopefully one of these two, if we can kill them fast enough. Yeah, no Fawkes either. So this was a combination where, again, though, right here is Iran with 3 stars, fully geared out, even his signature item. That's it. He's completely dead. So I'm wondering if we did double tanks and tried this route. So swapping out Taylene, let's go double tanks. See if we can mitigate or hold. Exactly. Absolutely destroyed there. Which we can even try that as well. We can try swapping out the Damon for Nara. Go ahead and swap the Drape on her. Maybe increase her survivability. Yeah, Screg absolutely just destroys us. So even here, if we drop out our CC there, we can swap in CC here, take out Sophia. Which again, both tanks insta-dead. Whose SI do I prioritize first? They both fall in the same category, Nitroid. Sophia, Iran, and Pharrell kind of all fall in the exact same priority for the heroes because they do have the plus 25 signature item is really, really good. So even here, so if we swap out Damon, I think we just might need a lot more CC. But then again, for those two, we can't use Sophia and Iran. Yeah, we can try it out that way. So take out Tassie. And this is a battle. We tried it a lot of times last time. But even for overall with the heroes, I believe we have gear on Rowan. We can take our gear off Rose, actually. This is why, Lilith, if you guys are watching, we need a button to remove all the gear. Because what we've been running through and everything we've been going through with the Abyssal Expedition, we've been swapping gear and just everything everywhere. Even Iran, we can try to up his survivability with the Grace, giving him more hit points, giving him more dodge. Yeah, just Thor and Cheese it. If I could only Thor and Cheese it. We don't have tier 2 stones yet. We're close, but we don't have the tier 2 stones yet. So here we do have Lucius with the gear. All right, so let's try the Sophia. Yeah, Brutus is hard to cheese. He definitely is. So we're going to go with Sophia. Which again, I think if we pull these two in, and then Leica. So we'll give this a couple times. And again, I absolutely see why so many people are stuck on this stage. Even if we can swap it to the bottom. This is kind of where 26. So once you finish this stage or this chapter, 26 you start getting the higher tiered stones. Yeah, even here, I mean, literally it's just, yeah, we'll give it 1 or 2 more tries. 4 times speed is super nice. Maybe? Oh, if he didn't go immune, we would have had it. If Lucius would have held out a little bit more, it would have had it. But we could swap out Lucius and put Nara in. Let's try it. That was close. Yeah, we could. Let's do it. We'll give it 3 more tries and then we'll try it. Yeah, because we'll swap out Lucius. All right. So let's drop out Lucius. Try Tassie because she does have her set bonus too. But again, my gear is not really optimal. Overall, that's kind of not the most optimal gear. So even looking here, we don't want to pull in the Brutus, but Brutus, they're going to kill Tassie in just a hit. So literally 1 swing is all that it takes. But that was definitely closer. Wonder if we could get the dodge up here. Lifted, it's just the campaign stage itself. So even, like I said, when we looked at the leaderboards, this stage, there were 5 or 6 players that were all stuck at this stage, even between everything. Everyone was stuck on this stage for whatever reason it may be. They were completely stuck on this stage. I think it's just really a lot of RNG, which we can even try going this route, swapping out. Let's say we swap out Leica and we'll drop in Nakaruru. We could go with Arthur. Arthur is a hero that I use to just essentially hold. So let's try Nakaruru because Nakaruru hates Brutus. So we'll swap out Leica. Let's go with Nakaruru. Again, just the exact same. And even Sophia here. So we can even swap in Nara to pick up Sophia, which will mitigate some of the damage, but I don't think it'll be enough to take this out. So even Nara, that's the best gear that we have right now. So even to try to survive, we'll take out Nara, because that'll lessen the damage of these two. And usually with stages like this is once you finish the stage, so once we get lucky and we do complete this stage, we'll make a lot of progression. We just got to get lucky, because even pulling in Sophia, we're mitigating her damage there. But again, Iran, so even taking Sophia, the enemy Sophia, out of the equation on her Spectral Disruption, they're still putting out damage that fast because of Leica. So let's swap it this way and try to take her out of the equation. Use the mercenary. We tried that last time. We were using the Taline and to no avail. It didn't work either. So we've been swapping. So let's go. Let's try Sophia. We use our mercenary. And again, this combination, she's going to die. The bottom combination, she dies super quick. Swap Sophia with the twins, which we can go that route. We can swap in the twins. These are borrowing my own heroes. And again, it's not so much the damage, it is the survivability, which I think if we do get lucky here with Taline dying and then being reborn, I do have her furniture on my main account. Got a sleep and a heal. Maybe? If Taylene can come back up, we might be able to. His shield's up. Oh! Oh. All right. So we should be able to do it with this. Just needed literally probably one more hit. We would have been able to take it down. Yeah, that was close. I love the 4x speed because you can just run it and you can just run a lot. Iran didn't die on that one. Well, died there, but yeah, that was so close. Again, this is a stage where it seems like once we get past this stage, we're going to go to a lot of other stages and be able to make a lot of progression. But this was the stage that everyone was stuck at. What's going on, Sono Rez? Congratulations on the gift card. To all the winners for our monthly drawing. But even there, so Iran just seems to take a ton of damage. But we do have Tassie up, which we got the sleep. If Tassie can stay up and Taylene can come back. Oh, Taylene went down again. I think we popped Brutus's shield early there too. Swap Sophia and Iran. Okay. Swap Iran and Sophia. This route. And then maybe Rowan tanking. Sophia's stuns would be really, really nice here, which we got to sleep. Yeah, this stage we need to get. I think maybe even swap Sophia to the top with Tassie. Yeah, overall we're just getting destroyed. Even Taylene, I mean, just taking a ton of damage back there. There's a Falling Sun, which banished him for Falling Sun. Like I said, you need Pharrell. So Pharrell is the trick. We'll give it 2 more tries, then we'll go build and see what we can do. Because even here, if Rowan dies that easy. I know, I know, Toxic. This is where we sent the this is where we ended the other video. The last time is we pushed all the way through an entire chapter. This was the stage that we couldn't get through. All right, so let's see who we can build here. So Pharrell and Arthur. I love Pharrell and Gwen and Pharrell and Arthur. So let's see who we got for food. So here we're not using any of those. Not using any of our ascended heroes for food. So we can... Looks like we just have 2. So we're going to build Gwen just because we do have Arthur. So Light Bears, Gwen is going to be the next. What's going on? Welcome from Germany. Yeah, I think Pharrell. I don't know if we have copies of Pharrell. Yeah, Gwen, we're going to run out of food. We don't have enough food. So if we had enough to go ahead and get another Ascended food, we could get her up to Ascended. Same with Cecilia. We didn't pull any more copies of her. But let's look at Pharrell here. So we're not using those copies, not using those. Which Naru, let's see again with Pharrell. We can take him, might have enough food to take him to Legendary Plus, but we're not going to be able to take him to all the way up to Ascended. So it's going to be close. Use Rigby. Yeah, I know, right? Rigby's what we're missing, guys. I do apologize. Rigby was the hero we're missing. All right, so that takes Pharrell, which we know he is a big priority as well. But we have, oh, those are single Narus. So we're going to be short. Yeah, I've seen Ezo's skills. They're looks pretty good. It'll be interesting to test. So we got those, Kalthar, we have Thorin. We only have 3. We need 1 more. So again, we don't have enough. Took him to Mythic, but we don't have any copies to take him to Ascended. I have none. Not 1 single copy to take him to Ascended. Wilders, same. We're building. We have Corvo. We have a lot of there. Of Arden. I think we're building Solus at this point. But I'm thinking maybe Namora. But Namora is the same problem. Namora we don't have copies of. It's funny how some heroes you don't pull any copies of. So we've gotten all of these Wilders. We have never used an Ascended hero as fodder. So heroes like Namora, short of her not being in the wish list, randomly pulled 2 copies of her. So even here, Sierra's Gorvo, we have 3. We don't have anyone to build except Solus. Solus, we have 2 there. But even as far as food, we could get Solus up to Mythic, but we don't have enough food to take her higher. Yeah, if we could charm Sophia. That's why I was focusing on Namora. Here with Skarath, we got more copies of Inoki. We have a copy of Skarath. We have a copy down here. Still not enough to take Skarath any higher. Still can't get him up. Still need 1 more. And then we have Verk. We have Antandra. So again, just saving more and more food. Yeah, exactly. It's just always the conundrum of not enough food. Even for the events, we need 1 more here to go ahead and finish out this one. We've exchanged for just about everything we can. Completed all these. Didn't buy Dolly because it's just a skin. Even here, we'll have to buy a couple of these cards because we still have 9 days of this event left. So I think we're going to be stuck here. Oh, as much as I would love to get through this stage, what are we lacking? Lacking some essence there, which might help. If we get essence, we can pick up a little essence there. Haven't seen many packs because we haven't been making some of the progression. I was hoping to get through this stage, but this will add at least 1 more level, a couple more gems. Another 16,000 there. Takes it to 270, which is 4. As much as I like the 40 cards, if that was red chest, if that was another other than gold, or if that was essence, that's a pack I would pick up. But for those you can buy in the store in gold, not the best. We'll skip on that one. How much have we spent? It's about 25. I'd say 2,500 at this point. So it's been quite a bit. It's been adding up quite a bit. Yeah, we can go ahead and try Pharrell. We can keep the same formation we had. Let's grab some of her gear. We'll try Pharrell. Give him a couple tries. I believe we do have his signature item. We can actually take a signature item. But let me make sure really quick, because I know Laika, Nakaruru, we're not focused on right now. Damon, which is using amplifying emblems, which is good. Already at amplifying emblems. I believe she's already at amplifying. Gwen, we don't have unlocked either. So that's a tough choice. Gwen or Pharrell? What do you think? So Gwen, and then strengthening item. This is just pretty much, I believe, changes. Is just the faction scrolls at that point. So I'm either going to take Gwen or I'm going to take Pharrell up to +10 signature item. I'm thinking Pharrell because we could use the CC, but we do have Arthur and we do have Gwen, which is good. So we're going Pharrell. All right, so Pharrell it will be. Normal attacks will cause evil spirits to haunt the enemy target if a critical strike happens, which is good because that's where Arthur we're still going to have to level up too. So we're still going to need a ton of emblems. So we're going to need Arthur's emblems as well. So 9, 10, there it is. Attack rating for all enemies is reduced, and that's kind of what we need. We need to nullify some of the attack rating that we're seeing here. Which I'm wondering if, again, if Nara takes out, just don't know how, if you read me, I'd swap Iran for Brutus. Me swapping Iran to Brutus, Maro, because I don't have Brutus. I don't have Brutus at all. So let me try, who should we swap for Pharrell? Now that he's already, because Nara, we still want to take out, like, let's try this. We can try it a couple times, see how well we do. And I'm hoping that Horrify would have helped a little more. Put Nara against Sophia. So we still got Nara. Nara versus Sophia. Yeah, because even here, either the banish or we're going to lose the stun, which he's not going to be stunned anyways. And I'm hoping to just mitigate some of the damage, really. I mean, that's kind of the big thing that I'm looking for here, is if we can mitigate even some of the damage here that Rowan is taking, or if we can get Rowan to live, would be nice. And see, there's the sleep. Of course, we cannot. Which, if we can keep Nara up, if Nara could kill Brutus, which we might have it here. Come on, Nara. Got him with the kill. Oh, she did it. Look at that, 25-44. Taylene was murked. 25-44. There it is. 6.69. We murked her, so we didn't have to gear her. Even though Rowan died, still got it done with Pharrell. So look at that, Pharrell carrying it through. Very, very cool. Finally. All right, so let's look at the Iran comp, which is what we've been running. Finally got that one done, which was crazy. That was the battle that we'd been spending time and time on to go ahead and get that one done. Finally done with that one. All right, and again, we'll run this a couple times. I don't even know where the gear. I don't know. I don't think Iran has the gear, but I'm tired of. We need the auto disequip for gear. Would make it super easy, because swapping between heroes this much is just kind of crazy. Even here, 10 million from Iran. I don't even know if Iran has gear right now. Yep, he's still good. So we are good. But I don't think we swap Leica, and Leica does not, because Pharrell has the gear. So take out Pharrell's, we'll swap it to Leica. So what I would like to see, yeah, one of my favorite things I would love to see is formations. So if I built a formation here, and this is what we've been kind of focusing on for a while, is looking at this team in this formation. This is the team comp that we're running with. This is the formation. If I could save this with gear, this would be ideal versus having to swap, because if I could go into different formations, check my loot. If I could save this formation, so literally if I could go formation, click here, changes my formation, and then if this would save my heroes and save my gear, would be amazing. If you look here, nope, nothing there, even though it's been a while. Yeah, so even here again, we'll go with this formation. This is the original formation we were working with. Brutus and Athalia are the two that just destroy, mainly Brutus, that just destroy these team comps. $25.47, so we got through there. Awesome. Yeah, which is weird, Masta, because I haven't completed a stage since Tuesday, since we did our live stream Tuesday. So the 3-day loot trick didn't work because that's been 5 days in total since Tuesday. Another awesome fun stage with Athalia up here, which a lot of times Tassie instantly dies. Usually I swap Like up there to dodge, or I swap Rowan up there so he can do kind of the mitigation. Athalia, we swapped Saurus up there too. Saurus was the other hero that we kind of put up there, because Saurus can kind of deal with her. Yeah, Falx is a counter for Brutus. Very, very easy. That's who I use on my main account. Even though here we don't have the hero built. So we don't have Falx built at this point. Brutus, Satrina, Tassie. Yeah. This team doesn't have much difficulty with Tassie, it seems. But overall, we do have a lot of difficulty with Brutus. Brutus, because of his roar, just absolutely shreds us. See, usually here Saurus can live, especially because of the potions, things of that nature. We got a good sleep. Saurus versus Athalia is what I usually use, especially because if he gains energy, he can actually push through quite a few stages. Falk's signature item. Yeah, it's really good. Plus 20 definitely with the signature item. That's where I have him on my main account. Just because of the defense increase is kind of the big part with that. 2550, so we are definitely making some progress in this chapter finally. Took a little bit to get there, but we got there. And once our CC, once Tassie does her sleep, usually it's very, very easy to go ahead and make progression here. Got the stun there, got the sleep there. Defense reduction from Leica in the bottom, with Tassie giving her a boost. Very nice. And here again, Iran 3.2. Saurus has been doing good damage, and he has good survivability. I've never thought about the Saurus counter. Yeah, the Saurus counter, that's what I've used quite a few times to counter her was Saurus. Because it seems like even when I put other tanks in, Saurus seems like he's been doing very, very well. Other tanks have died. Where I put in Lucius, I put in Damon. They've died pretty easy or pretty early, where it seems Saurus hasn't. You know what is also helping? What else? Oh, the faction bonus, yeah. So Iran there. And that's why the team is so strong with the faction bonus. I know we only have the 3 faction bonus, or the 4. That's right, because Saurus. That's where if we swapped Rowan, or if Namora was any better, I would swap in Namora. But unfortunately, she's not the strongest. Glad we got past that stage, though. That was a killer. Try Mizoth, yeah. Some of the heroes like Mizoth, because I only have him, I think, Elite. I think he's at Elite. Mizoth versus Athalia. Any hero that is kind of a strength hero that has a good defense mitigation seems to work against Athalia. I got 2 mythic furnitures for the wrong hero. Oh, that's not good. 7.7, 3.5, even 3.5 there. Leica, we need to get her signature item. Yes, and for everyone who said Pharrell, thank you. Javid, definitely getting the stage done with Pharrell was what we needed there. Yeah, with Iran, the Arden stages are not bad. And it's interesting because with the Wilder comp, they are not too bad. The stages that I have problems with because of the roar is the, which we got Athalia here too. With the roar is Brutus stages. Even their source died quick. Plus we got a banish. But if we can tornado Athalia, which we got to sleep. Maybe got it down. Look at that. Is Arthur-Gwen combo worth building? Yes. Arthur-Gwen combo is definitely worth building. Super, super powerful combo. They are two heroes that work perfectly together. So Arthur and Gwen combo work really well. The Arthur and Gwen and Mahira combo work really well. Arthur, Gwen, and Pharrell combo work really well. Any of the heroes that rely on normal attacks to do special things, like Gwen's arrows, Pharrell with the spirits, are very, very powerful. We started this account 2 months ago. Yeah, Leica doesn't do much damage till her plus 20. That's kind of the problem right now. We need a higher signature item for her, because she does really, really well at the plus 20. Her accuracy, if her accuracy is over or higher than the hero she's fighting, you actually get a big, big bonus. So since we don't have her signature item at the plus 20, we don't get the big bonus. Yeah, it's going on, I believe, two more weeks. I think 2 more weeks will be 3 months. So even here on my Wilder account, if you guys haven't seen, I've been running Saurus because he's been a solid tank, honestly. Any good teams for Nakaruru? Nakaruru, yeah, there's a lot of solid team comps with her. She's a lot more of a filler hero that plays kind of a niche role to heroes that you got to destroy or heroes that you have to take out. Because of her finishing move. So I'm sure this one's going to be tough too, which this might be another Pharrell stage 2. But let me see. I want to see if we can take out Aziz pretty quick. Because we're getting everyone together. And the banish is going on, I think, Sophia. Or I think it might be someone in this whole mess. Damage mitigation, let's get damage mitigation on Lucius, or defense reduction, should I say. So again, it's going to be, yeah, Iran Sophia, because Iran's pulling in everybody in this one. So let's go ahead and we will swap in Sophia, which she is fully geared out with the best that we have right now. So we'll swap out Tassie, keep the defense reduction, hopefully increase the survivability with dropping in this. Look at that. Falling Sun chapter 25 is done. There we go. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. 9.45 million. That is why people build Sophia. If you can get a fully charged Falling Sun ability, like I said before, the Falling Sun gets it done. When it goes off, most of the time, if a hero, even sometimes when they're shielded, is dead, is what we've seen. So here, again, I'm not really worried about the amplifying emblems, but that is a little bit of a cheaper bundle. And we do have absolutely no gold, 221k, as you can see right there. Yep, so this is where we wanted to get was the tier 2 stones. So we'll go ahead and we'll pick this one up as well. So in 2.5 months, we've already made it here. We did need some gold, which we got 37 million. I believe we do also get our, did we get our card on this one? Advancement rewards, nope, 25. Oh, well, actually. Oh, is it gonna do the bug? It's not gonna take us to the next chapter. The Blaze Rock, and it should be up now. There we go. 9,000 more, so that completes the advancement reward. 2, very, very cool. It gives us 15,000 diamonds. Let's go ahead and collect these up. Plus we get 20 more scrolls, another copy of Falks. So we just need more food. VIP level, we are at 13. So a little bit more to 14, so we're pretty close. 124k more. So definitely getting up there at 13. Halfway through 13. Well, halfway to 14. A little more than halfway. All right, so we got the stage done, which was awesome to see. Sophia just destroyed it, which was awesome. So we're a little bit over an hour now. We got done exactly what we wanted to. Moved into the next chapter. We got Taylene up to Mythic Plus, which was awesome. Need a couple more copies of Twins. That's what we're saving our Stargazer cards for. Added a lot more levels in the Resonating Crystal, which we can continue. We ran out of gold again. And then we can start getting the tier stones here, which is what we're saving for. I still have quite a few guild coins. We're saving for more gear here. I know the gear on this is way down. We do have enough for gems or another summon. Whoa. Lab store, saving for these now. So Emblems of Space. Don't use any of your red chests for Arthur, for Yukio, for Nakaruru, for Aizo. Go ahead and save them all. Save all of them because you can buy them here with the Emblems of Space. And then, of course, the red chests, you always want to buy the choice there. And then here we're saving for Aziz. Aziz is the only one that we're building at this point out of here. So once we have him up to Ascended, Wall of Legends, we made a little bit of progression. Look at that, 24. So we are right behind. They're 22. So we could definitely make some more progression through here to move us actually probably in the top 20. As far as the tower, we're still at 17. Stargaze for Twins. You want to do it today, Javid? We'll do two more twin pulls. Usually we save them to next time. We'll do 2 more, and that'll conclude it for today. Got it done. I just want to take a quick look too at the expedition. But first pull pulls another copy of Twins. There we go. So they're already at Legendary. One more will take us to Legendary Plus. All right, so one more pull, one more opportunity, one more chance. Which it is. Look at that. 2 for 2. Very nice, Javid. Thank you for doing the stargazing. 2 for 2 copies of Twins. So go ahead and get them up a little bit higher. Got the other copy of Falks, which gives us 4 now, so we can actually take him up to Ascended. But look at that. That's 3 copies of the Twins today. Take some Legendary Plus. Is Leica worth keeping on the wish list for stars? I would put another hero. Lord Dree. I wouldn't go ahead and continue to push Leica. She does very, very well at Ascended as long as you have her plus 20 signature item. So here we're going to save all the rest of our summon scrolls, everything else until we do our stream next week. So very, very lucky on this account. We'll continue to make progression. I mean, overall, a lot of people wanted to know where we're at in the expedition. So the expedition, we've been pushing quite a bit. I have my 30 of 30 lands. We are already in the Viscount title. So just continuing to build here as we're moving through the first boss. So one of the tactics for the first boss that a lot of people are sticking with, especially my guild, is if you're not doing 1 million damage, at least 1 million damage to the boss, it's not going to be worth it. Continue to build up your relics. Also with here is I'm focusing on just Celerity Tree is where I'm focusing all of my resources on. But as you can see, we do have limited heroes here. We got one, or back-to-back. Yep. We did get one. We did 2 pulls. One pull, we got a copy of the Twins. Second pull, we got a copy of the Twins. So very, very cool. Should I be able to buy the Emblems of Space? I don't. Once you buy Arthur, you have to have Arthur because Arthur disappears. Majid, Arthur disappears, and that's where they come back. That's where the emblems appear, is once you have them. So here, that's probably one of the heroes that we just built. So I'm going to drop Rangers. We don't really have anyone, so I'm actually going to drop the Twins in here. So we got the Twins there. Not sure who dropped out, but I think we used someone as food, but we had everyone full in there. Doing well. How are you today? We're just about concluded with live stream. I'm just banking up essence at this point, which what you want to focus on in here is when you get in town or the village 1 and 2s, village 3 are the priority. So when you get in here, again, village 3 is the priority because village 2 have the common relics Village 3 is what starts the rare relics. Village 3 and the towns, when you start getting them, are what you want to focus on early into the expedition. Making sure you're getting the rare ones. Rare ones are worth way, way more than your regular village ones. So make sure that you're taking the villages, make sure you're taking the towns, because again, they have rare. When you get to the towns 2, they start with elites. The elite, actually blessed relics, come in here. These are the elite relics. So as you're getting further, or even as you get to 2, these are the rare relics that you want to focus on. So making sure that you get the relics. What should you do as a new player in this event? Push as far as you can. Honestly, just take a town, take a village, hold on to them, build up your relics. You'll be able to go through and actually get it finished even at a lower player. Even some of my other accounts that are much, much lower, you can still get through here, or at least get titles enough to get a significant amount of resources out of this event. You might not finish the event, you might not end at a prince, but you'll get enough to go ahead and push. The trials of Drez are just trial and error. So if you guys have noticed, the trial of Drez is actually right here. He is on this side. When you go through the trial, you just have to complete each one. So when you go through here, it gives you a team comp that you can use. So here's your team comp. I just keep trying it till you figure it out. It took a couple trials, but if you look at all the heroes have trials too. So I think in the future they're going to probably add them. You can't do anything with them, but the trials are open, and as they continue to release new heroes, you're going to have more and more of the trials. So we're just a little bit over an hour now, so that'll do it for the live stream today. Still stuck on 2560, which would be awesome because we're actually on 26.2. We're going to have to reload it, which it seems to get stuck, not sure quite a bit. Same with the heroes. So thank you guys for joining me today. We got Taylene up. We got the twins up significantly. Yeah, so they give you 10 heroes in the trial. It's just RNG. I mean, you can mess around with the formations. You can build different formations. You can go out and try it. It's just going to take a little while or a couple different formations to go ahead and get through the trial, which is, again, free loot. So make sure you're doing the treasure hunter. Like I said, here we only have this because, again, it is free loot when you're going through in the Ocean's Treasure. Summer Delight, of course, free loot, free heroes. Vault of Time, definitely worth doing because of the resources that you go. If I go to the world map, I can fix the bug. Oh, excuse me, not community. World map. There we go. Thank you, Dark Gaming. Never even paid attention. Usually I just reload it, but world map will fix the bug, and there we go. So we're on 121. It looks like the heroes in here, 189, 189, 180, 187. So we're about 60 levels behind where they're at into chapter 26, which is awesome. I feel like we made a lot of progression, especially when it's going to come to the guild hunts and it's going to come to the dark or the Twisted Realm bosses. We only got gold here because I don't have Chimera. I did Merc Chimera, but as you know, big difference between building your heroes and merking your heroes. So the big difference is, as you can see, most of my heroes, such as Iran, have tier 1 gear, signature items, relics, or artifacts. Then when you look at merked, they do lower grade tier 1 gear. Nothing's tier this isn't even tier 1. So they downgrade the gear as well as none of its faction. So your hero that you're going to build is going to be stronger than the hero that you can merc, just because they downgrade the hero when you get them. And you get them for a whole week. So if you're leveling up the hero, it's not going to be as strong as the hero that you have, essentially. What's going on, Warzone? So again, thank you for joining me for the live stream. This is the pay-to-win account, meaning anything we get in super chats, anything that we get in YouTube revenue, anything I put into the account is how we're building this account. Thank you guys for joining me, especially all of the members of the channel. We're doing our giveaway the first of every month, so we'll do a subscriber giveaway and we'll do a membership giveaway. As we continue to grow the channel, we're about 80, I think over 8,800 subscribers now, which is absolutely phenomenal in about 8 months, 7 months, 8 months of doing YouTube. Awesome to see. Absolutely love playing AFK Arena. Love doing the live streams and being able to chat and talk with you guys. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. If there's something else you guys want to see in the live chats or in the live streams, because there's not that much to do. I mean, this game is not very, player versus player interactive like a lot of the other games, but definitely like doing the streams. So again, if you have any comments, suggestions, definitely let me know. We still got to work on the voyage. There's a lot to do with the Misty Valley, with the Abyssal Expedition, with the Windfall Gorge, with the Peaks of Time, even with the Wandering Balloons. We haven't done there. Just finding the time to do everything on the account, because right now Lilith is offering a ton of stuff to do. So I'm going to wait to see, because if Ezo is coming out, or Ezo is coming out on the 12th, we're going to go ahead and summon him up. We'll go ahead and buy him. We'll test him out. We'll see exactly how well he does, how well he performs. And I know we do have Arthur, which we can actually fuse now that we have him. I'm going to fuse him with Iran. Like I said a little bit earlier, the reason for that is not only is Iran one of my highest starred heroes at 3 stars, is I will not run Arthur with Iran, because Iran, when he pulls, Arthur turns around, negating a lot of what Arthur can do. So overall, good combination. We're continuing to build on this account. Very happy with the progression that we're seeing. Couple more Ascended heroes. We are definitely very cool to see. Taylene, we need 4 more copies. Twins, we need a couple more copies. Overall, I mean, we're doing really well with Celestials, with the Hypogens. Still building Aziz. 1 more copy for Mythic Plus there. So very cool to see. Again, thank you guys for joining me for the live stream. If you have any comments, suggestions, please let me know. And always, thank you guys for watching.